So this is all there is. This is it. See if you can find in your experience anything that's not this, anything that's not already here. Anything that's not immediately here already. And if it seems like you can, then what's making it seem that way? What is that informed by? See if it's anything other than the thought, or what is suggested in the thought. See if that thought isn't also this, isn't also immediately already here. So this, as it is already it. So this is awakening. This is enlightenment. No matter what the appearance, no matter what the mind or the thought is saying about it. So there's nothing else. There's nothing beyond. There's no more awakened experience in the future. There's no greater truth, something better hiding beyond what is already here in experience. There's no transcendent something else behind the scenes. There's nothing other than what's here. See if you can find out what makes it look that way, what makes it seem that way. And see if that's anything other than a thought. That appears, a thought appearance that appears immediately as this. So that feeling that there's something else, a feeling that there's something beyond, either this immediate appearance or beyond this immediate time. That feeling that there's something better, that there's something else waiting for you. Maybe something called awakening or enlightenment or any other suggestion of what's preferable or what's more real or more true than what already is immediately this. See if you can find that to be anything other than a thought. See if you can find that to be real. So there's nothing else. Nothing else at all. It's always right here. It's always this. So this is it. This is all of it. There's nothing better. There's nothing more enlightened. There's nothing more awake that you're going to get. No matter what the appearance, no matter what the thought experience. So you're not going to get it. You're not going to wake up in the future. You're not going to find anything better. So then when that assumption, when that expectation or suggestion has been seen to be nothing more than an optimistic preference by me, appearing as what's suggested in a thought, then what's here becomes infinitely more interesting. Because then we start to see this as awakeness, we start to see this as enlightenment or non-dual nature. And being carried away into an illusory world of something else, an illusory world of something better, something more preferable in the future, becomes uninteresting. As in the content of the thought, what's suggested in the thought as a reality in the future, or as a reality in the way it is, or the way it's going to be, or what this is, or what it's going to be, loses its suggested reality, loses its realness. The illusion is seen to be what it is, not real. But the very substance of the appearance being the thought that appears now that suggests that, becomes infinitely more fascinating. Infinitely more interesting than what it's saying is, what is it? And what am I? What am I looking from? See if the one who holds this position, holds this preference on, or expectation about spiritual practice or enlightenment or awakening, see if that one is actually here in experience, or is it merely suggested in the content of the thought? See if there's a you here that can hold a preference or a position, and what this is or what it's going to look like in the future for me, without believing what is suggested in the thought. See if there's a you here in this immediate appearance. See if there really is a you in the thought or in what's real. Is there a me here that's looking? Or is there just looking? Is there a me here that thinks thoughts? Or is there just thought? Is there a me here that's hearing these sounds? Or is there just the sound? Immediately in what's appearing. Where is this feeling of me? Is there a me separate from the thoughts? Watching the thoughts? Can we look for that in immediate experience? Can that one be found? If we look closely at not just the content of what the thought suggests, but what's actually happening when a thought seems to appear in experience. And where am I in that? Is there a me present in that persists across time? Or persists when we, let's say, direct attention to it in experience? Can it actually be found? Can we find the one who's looking without referencing thought in the looking? Can we find the one at the centre of this experience hearing the sounds if we don't reference a thought about it? If we look very closely, or if we bring attention into the senses precisely. If we immerse ourselves in this present moment, is the self still present with it? What is it that's here? And what is it that's not here at the same time? Who is it that feels the need or insists that there should be something other than this? There should be something better than this. Can we find that one in experience? Is there anything separate from experience when we really look? So to any of these existential questions about what is this? What am I? What is life? What is death? The answer is, this is it. This is all that there is. And it's all right here. And that's it. Just stop there. And watch for what is being added to this. Immediate experience. So when you, let's say, tune into this, when you can feel this, when you can really feel it, we can become familiar with the process that happens, that seems to move attention away from this, or seems to move, or seems to complicate this. With positions, with labels, with concepts, with a need to understand. And when we become familiar with that from no position, then this, as it is, can take over. And then we can appreciate the immense mystery, the immense beauty, the immense aliveness and inherent peace, love and okayness that this is all made of. And it's infinitely giving birth to itself and folding in on itself, being born into itself and dying into itself, without the need for a position, without the need for time, without the need for a character in the centre of it that relates to it, that struggles within it. We can see that life just takes care of itself, and everything becomes effortless. Every minute facet of, or detail of this experience can be appreciated from no position, inherently appreciating and grateful for, aware of itself, without control, without will, without intention, without meaning or reason. And in that is liberation. And the gateway to that liberation, so to speak, is this immediate sensory experience This has always been experiencing itself completely, with no me at the centre of it, that requires this or that assumes this or that feels the need to figure it out, or understand, or attain something that's not this. So if you can feel this, watching this video, if you can feel this, can you feel it? Just drop into it more and more. So when this video ends, you can continue to disappear more and more deeply into this immediate experience. And eventually there will be no need for or interest in the one who experiences, the one at the centre. But anyway, that'll do for now, and I'll talk to you next time.